already been sold, knocking on the door of breaking the all-time record here in Lincoln.
Yeah, you see Spratley there with the #7 ranking here, NCAA finalist, and he's got an advantage in this situation as far as experience go. And I think the Cowboys, you know, that they're going to get comfortable in this dual meet. Starts off from the guy like Spratley looking for bonus points.
He has been so durable in his career. He was 24-5 last season. He's in on a single leg.
You got 3, Green.
And he's got the takedown. So Spratley, the Cowboy, strikes first. 30 seconds into this first period, he leads it 3-0. Had a great run as the 7th seed. Beat Vincent Robinson 2-1 in the first tiebreaker.
Out. Then what?
Or lost to Robinson, rather, in that final.
Yeah, Shane, as easy as that first takedown was, I really don't expect him to go ahead and, unless he can capture a wrist right away and look for a tilt, don't expect him. And he's fully aware of what the responsibility is that he has here for his team as he receives a caution for the quick start.
Go ahead.
But I expect him to maybe take advantage of that aggressive takedown stance that he took here before on the feet.
One of those dual meets, Jim, where every single point's going to matter. And if you're a guy like Spratley, Oklahoma State looking for bonus points out of the gate at 125.
Yeah, that's pretty much, that's what makes this this action here kind of surprising, because he's not really getting much mileage out of it. Now he's got in a crab ride position here as they roll out of bounds. So interesting, because looking at Coach Taylor here, he's looking for Spratley to basically stay in the top position, come all the way across to the far trap to get that that claw ride working here. Bringing that right arm all the way across to the left trap of Morrison. Wasn't able to get that.
As a claw ride as Lorenzen works to his feet. Good mid return right there from Spratley.
Well, he took him straight to his back, and a good job by Lordeson basically bouncing off his back right there to avoid the points.
Riding time now over 60 seconds for Spratley. Looks over to the Oklahoma State corner, gives another mat return. Really good communication going on between the Oklahoma State corner and Spratley.
Yeah, I think that thought better of basically staying in the top position. So already 1:24 left in the period. So this is an opportunity for Spratley to basically open up. And what you don't want to do here is get too ear to ear, too close. A lot of shot fakes. Get your hands moving. Get onto your offense here real quickly. And I think Lordeson's doing a good job of tying Spratley up right here.
Lordson from Bennington, Nebraska, was a 4-time state champion, couple-time Greco-Roman national champion. Inside of 1 minute. Nice level change and attack by Spratley.
Good job of squaring up, though, by Lordson.
They go back to a collar tie, ear to ear.
And this is what so many guys at this weight class have a hard time getting through. You can see that heavy collar tie, ear to ear situation. Guys in every weight class have a hard time getting through that. So this is a time killer. Good job with that. Lordson coming back into a shot of his own right there. Nice job of getting a quick little angle and reacting to Spratley's first shot.
Good counterattack there by the Cornhusker. Short time down to 20 seconds. Spratley last Sunday, big dual meet victory over Jet Strickenberger of West Virginia. Strickenberger had beaten Spratley in the Big 12 final last March.
Watch your hands.
One takedown here for Spratley in the first. The Cowboy takes riding time over 1 minute and will take that score to the second period. And David Taylor, Jim, has brought the magic back to Stillwater now in his second season. The Olympic champion, the world champ, of course, the great career at Penn State. And they have things cooking with oil at Oklahoma State.
And just young and talented, and a totally different team than they had last year with all the transfers here. Wydra Hendrickson, of course, and Dean Hamady, the 2 national champions. But now they've got a young team that they brought in with expectations. Another caution on Spratley. We don't mind that here, getting 2 free ones.
Absolutely. Try to get that little edge off the whistle, anticipate the whistle. Spratley works to his feet, tight waist, and Spratley gets the quick escape. Took about 5-6 seconds, and immediately straight on shot from Spratley, taking territory on the Resolite. He's up by 3.
Yeah, look at him come to that inside tie. Like how busy his hands are compared to the last half of the period. Gets the stall warning.
In on a single leg once again. He was able to finish easily, and again, relatively easy finish there for Spratley. His second takedown, a 7-1 lead, and going to really pick up the pace here. Jimmy's on the hunt for bonus.
Yeah, that's what I kind of expected at the end of the the first period there, but you can tell he's really picked up his pace. Little slide-by attempt there, Lordeson, as they go off the mat, no points. And you can tell he's hustling back to center, feeling good. Lordeson a little bit slow coming back to the center.
Alan Kael wrestled this past Friday against North Carolina. Quick shot there off the whistle.
Attacking both sides of the body there. Really like the way his hands are moving here. Now Lordeson able to go ahead and tie up that left hand lead right there.
60 seconds remaining in the second period. Top 10 matchup with Oklahoma State and Nebraska.
Yeah, you see for just a split second, Lordeson had that left elbow tied up. Spratley, that's his lead arm on his shot. Now that it's free again, you see basically Spratley getting back on his offense.
57th all-time meeting between these two. Oklahoma State with a 51-4 advantage. They've tied once. The Cowboys have won 3 straight, 18 of 20. Last Nebraska win over the Cowboys was in this building back in February of 2009 when they nipped the Cowboys 17-16.
Got an injury timeout. Blood.
Spratley, a couple of takedowns, Jim, and he's made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, look at this. See, he was able to go ahead and keep his left arm free right there, get right to the leg. If you want to slow him down, you want to tie up that left arm, that left lead arm right there. Lordeson has been able to do that a couple times, but that time the arm was free. He's able to easily get to the leg.
There is Mark Manning in his 26th season at Nebraska, coming off their best finish in program history, second to Penn State last March, after a runner-up finish at the Big Tens to Penn State. The NCAA Tournament Coach of the Year, and last season, Jim, over 300 dual meet wins now at Nebraska. 14 times in the top 10, including the last 4 straight seasons. He has been remarkable in Lincoln.
He really has, and last year he joined the power programs of having 8 All-Americans here. Another stall warning there by Kirk Frost, the official.
Second call on the Cornhuskers, so another tally on the board for Spratley. Here's Lorenzen with his best opportunity on a single leg.
Not able to anticipate the ankle pick right there. Good counter by Spratley. Yeah, you get to a leg on these 25-pounders, you're halfway there.
125 pounds. Off to a pretty crazy start once again this season as the second period comes to a close. The Cornhusker with the choice. Lorenzen will go on bottom. Vince Robinson ranked number 1, the reigning national champion. Luke Lillidahl of Penn State ranked 2nd. Nick Bouzakis, the Buckeye, ranked 3rd. Eddie Van Treske and Sheldon Seymour round out the top 5 in the rankings at 125. But as we know at this weight class, Jim, it is anybody's game at 125.
It really is, because they're just so athletic and they scramble so well. And like I said, if you get to the leg, you're halfway to getting a takedown. It's just the scrambling and the ones that are really going to go ahead and fly to the top in this are ones that are going to keep their ankles clean on those roll-throughs and get a lot of attempts. Spratley straight on double right there, switches off almost to a single, but in that particular instance, Lordeson be able to come up with a right-hand underhook, stop him right there and slow him down.
Spratley looking for another takedown.
Frank, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Got a little bell rung there.
Maybe poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Spratley began his college career at Minnesota. Actually won a dual meet for the Gophers before heading to Stillwater.
Good job of running to that side right there. Look at this finish and roll through. Anticipates it with a half Nelson.
It's going to be a takedown. No near fall points for Spratley.
And that's the way you do it. All right. If you feel somebody going to roll through, and I thought Lordeson kind of rushed it a little bit, and you can go ahead and get your feet back and get a good half Nelson right there. We're in bonus point territory now, Shane.
And guys have gotten so good, Jim, at anticipating those rolls.
Yeah, but there's still guys that get it. But more so in the beginning of the year. You get a little bit more into the course of the season, you get a little bit better anticipating those roll-throughs as far as defense goes. Now Spratley looking at a trapped arm right there. He's got the wrist.
He's got the riding time locked up, so he's essentially up by 9. with 30 seconds to go. Spratley looking for his 6th win of the season in this his redshirt junior campaign. One of the best in the country at 125.
Go Ukraine! Neutral!
And he will cut the Cornhusker and keeps the pressure on as they find their way out of bounds back to the center with 17 seconds.
But that doesn't hurt him with that riding time point secured, so effectively a 12-4 match.
And eliminated, giving up a reversal. There's the escape. He's fine. He's still up by 8 with that riding time point. And Troy Spratley sparks the Cowboys. The major decision, 12-4 here at 125. Was able to finish easily, and again, relatively easy finish there for Spratley. He's a 3-time placer, won a state title as a junior at Erie Cathedral Prep. And Jacob Vandy, here's a guy, Jim, that just likes to mix things up. He's physical.
He is really physical. Nice job of coming up through the back door here. Referee looking for a potentially dangerous situation. Now you've got
Ramirez improves.
Yeah, he improves, but it's locked up in the crotch right there. Vandy is really an expert in this position right now. He's cut the corner on him. All right. Can you continue to knock him down to that left shoulder of Ramirez? Can we go ahead and knock him down? The referee's going to call stalemate. So good job by both guys in that situation.
Ramirez from Ontario, California, Walnut High School, 3-time finalist, couple-time California state champ. Was a champion at the Cougar Clash at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville.
Good, stay into him. Good fit.
These two did not meet in the dual meet between these two 5 weeks ago in Tulsa.
Oh, stumble him a little bit. Move him. Pressure.
No score, 105 into this first period.
Good, nice and relaxed.
Vandy is just one of those.
Chest down.
Remember, John Smith used to use the term grippy. You know, he puts his grip on you. He's going to be able to control whatever he grabs. Got a really, good solid grip. You mentioned his physicality before, Shane, but you know, Ramirez, the slick guy, is going to go off those elbow ties, lowers level. See that little lower level drop down, and they try to complement it with a little shuck off the collar tie.
We saw Ramirez against Drake Ayala at the National Duels of Iowa. That was a really good match. Ayala won it 7-4. Of course, Richard Figueroa at this weight class as well for Oklahoma State. A national champ done at 125 a couple years back for ASU.
And a guy that's had a hard time adjusting to it at 133.
He's just 1-5 in his first season at this weight class. No score, 2 minutes into this first period. 8th ranked Jacob Vandy, 21st ranked Ronnie Ramirez. Troy Spratley, a major decision for the Cowboys at 125. They lead it 4-0.
We've had over 2 minutes of wrestling, and I usually say, well, they just haven't left the logo, but this Nebraska logo is so huge, you know. But they haven't left the starting position for the down position, so.
Wrestle out, guys.
Shot by Vandy, good slide by attempt from Ramirez.
And Ramirez has felt that about 3 times, okay? So it really isn't set up. There's no motion that goes along with it. He's not really getting to step into a bucket. So he ends up getting that feel right there and almost got the slide by.
15 seconds showing on the clock
Clean up.
in a scoreless first period. Ronnie Ramirez, one of several young, talented Cowboys. Vandy and Ramirez scoreless after 3 minutes.
Red choice.
At the end of period number 1, Ramirez and Vandy tied at 0.
Vandy's got the choice, and he'll go on bottom. Vandy's only loss was at the Navy Classic. He was pinned by Raymond Lopez of American.
Right away.
Oh, beautiful. Basically sit out and turn.
Quick escape by Vandy.
And he really got his feet out there quick and a lot of good back pressure. Now drives in on a shot. An opportunity to score, but he's got his arm trapped. So that right arm of Vandy is trapped. He's not going to be able to finish it off, and a good job of trapping that. See if he could go ahead and take him back anyway. Didn't feel comfortable with moving further into the technique.
Got a stalemate. Vandy's had a couple of nice attacks. But Ramirez with the solid defense.
And I think you got to be careful with Ramirez. If you push into him too much, you're just going to, he's got that slide by. And in college wrestling now, you've got to have a technique where guys trying to take territory on you. What are you going to do? You can't just back straight off the mat. And that little go behind and shuck action that he has are two ways that he's able to go ahead and stay in the middle of the mat.
Keep them playing.
Van D was 19-11 last season, 8th at the Big Tens. One of 8 All-Americans for the Cornhuskers as a 17 seed.
You see, Shane, the respect that Van D has here.
There's that slide by.
Yeah, right. It ends up feeling it, so he doesn't really commit to pushing him across the mat or anything like that, putting forward pressure, which is another way you can go ahead and get to the technique that you want. And when you have that slide-by action, like Ramirez does, it's kind of like a way for a long, lanky guy to kind of stay in the whole position.
Just over a half a minute remaining in this second period. The quick escape this period, the only score on the board, the escape by Van D.
Now you got a little bit more lean from Van D.
Keep them hands clean.
Collar tie again. Left side.
Level changes by Van D.
Wrestling fans, use promo code DUAL3 to get 3 months of Big Ten Plus for just $5.99 a month. You'll see the Midland Soldier Salutes and the Big Ten Championships, along with other top duels this season. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to BigTenPlus.com and make sure to enter DUAL3 when selecting a monthly pass at checkout to take advantage of this offer. $5.99 a month, Jim, for all that wrestling.
That's cheap.
We're giving it away.
We are. Take advantage of it.
Each guy with an escape. We've seen some attacks by Van D offensively for Ramirez. How can he create some offense?
Well, he's gone to that leg a couple times off the collar tie, that right leg of Ramirez, and you got to be careful. This guy Ramirez is really dangerous with his counter shots. I really think it's time in the match where Ramirez has got to get something going for his offense, and let's see. We know that Van D is an excellent counter wrestler here when you get on a single leg. Right. Gets the stall warning.
Now Van D's got Ramirez in a little bit of trouble.
This time he's got his arms free to be able to attack, all right?
Can he put him on a hip?
Can he go ahead and scoop the bottom leg? Now he's got to try to clear his leg, clear his head. He does.
He pops his head.
He should score.
And there, no takedown yet. And there's the takedown for Van D. Takes a 4-1 lead, the first takedown of this match.
Nice job of keeping his hips in on that mat return, Shane.
Staying in control there on the edge.
Got to wrestle like you're in the middle. Don't try to run him out. Good job of following there.
Really good mat awareness there from Van D.
Keep your hips sealed to the bottom, the back part of his back. Good mat return. Good break of the hands. Oh, another great mat return right there.
Takes riding time, over 30 seconds. They can smell it here in Lincoln. Great crowd, phenomenal atmosphere. Jacob Van D, a takedown late in this third period. There's a caution out of Ramirez.
Just running, using his legs.
That late takedown, the difference, 4-1. Van D, your winner at 133. In the season, he had 4 takedowns in over 2.5 minutes of riding time. But as Mark Manning said, Jim, Sergio Vega, Brock Hardy.
He did. Yeah, that was a shocker for everybody. But, just like a lot of these Cowboys here, they don't get pushed around, and they find themselves in offensive scoring positions. They control the tie. And you send a lot of, you kind of mentioned it, we don't see a lot of guys that's, focused on wrestling, not, think how much they could
bench press. They're not part of the 660 deadlift club.
They're not. Yeah, but equally they've got fast twitch with technique.
Yes, they do. Slick. No score, 45 seconds in. Brock Hardy, the 3-time All-American. national finalist, dropped that final to Jesse Mendez of Ohio State. He had beat Mendez at the Big Ten. Here's Vega on a single leg, head to the outside. Hardy looking to cut that corner once again, coming through the crotch.
Vega's got that leg shelf there. You see that ankle there, that right ankle of Hardy. He's trying to go ahead and get that into a better position. All right. What a great job of putting his head in the knee right there. And he's going to score.
Hardy's got to be careful right here. Vega's got a cradle locked up. Sergio Vega looking for a fall in this first period. Still plenty of time. He can stay patient here. He's got that cradle tight.
He's got to roll all the way through here. Looks like he's not going to be able to finish it. When I say that, I mean, he might get a chance of getting out and getting off the mat. Hardy. His cradle's still very tight.
Gonna roll him through. He makes an adjustment.
That's it.
Sergio Vega, the fall at 141. Holy smokes. He makes an adjustment.
That's it.
Sergio Vega, the fall at 141.